Abraham. Say what's up, America. Half of you should know me, right? Other half a replica.
Some more details of Python language, and this time I have a very interesting topic, that is if statements. Now listen, about each and every language is based on these fundamental things. Okay guys, that means if you know about if statements, then you can learn any of the language of words, any of the word language of computer science. Okay, like C, C++, hash. Maybe the syntax will change, but the concept will be the same. Okay guys, so now let me tell you what is if statement, and why do we use it and how to use it. So an if statement tests a particular condition. Well, if the condition evaluates to true, a course of action is followed. Well, that is, a set of instruction is followed. Okay guys, a set of instruction, I mean, the statements written in a row are executed by the Python language. And if the condition evaluates to false, then of course uh, the if statement is ignored by the Python. Well, now I'm gonna tell you the format or the syntax of this if statement. Okay guys, so now let me open script mode, control plus n. You can use control plus n to open script mode in Python. So here it is. Now the syntax or the format of this if statement is, first of all, write if, and then the conditional expression. Okay guys, we will do some examples so that you will get a clear idea of what a conditional expression is, and then give it a colon, and then a space, sorry, enter. And then from here, your statements which should be followed if this conditional expression is true, your these statements will be followed. For example, statement 1, then statement 2, then dot dot etc. Now, so now, okay, now as I have told you before also that if the condition evaluates to be true, then these statements will be executed, and if the condition is not true, it evaluates to be false, then the statements will obviously ignored by the Python. So it's time to do some examples, right? Example time. So I have cleared all this, and I'm gonna write an if statement. But before that, for conditional expression, I will do some more. So so let us assign a variable um, pro is equals to um, raw input, that is underscore input, raw underscore input, then in a string, um, enter any symbol. Okay, then I will give it a colon so that it will look like we have told our user to enter a symbol. And then I'm closing it. So we have a so we have a variable. Okay, and this variable has raw input function. That means our user can give input by using this variable. Now we will use our if statement. Okay, so now let's do it. If pro, that is, now after if I am writing conditional expression. Look, it is conditional expression after if. Okay guys, so if pro is equals double is equals to, that means we are doing comparison, not assigning. Okay guys, if we use single equals to sign when we are assigning a variable, value to a variable. Okay guys, but when we are comparing two things, we use double equal to sign. So now if pro is equals to um, let's say 0, that is string 0 inside two inverted commas, and and uh, and ch, sorry, pro equals to double equals to um, 9, um, let me give it some more detail. Now let us give it um, less than equal to 9, and give it greater than equals to 0. Okay guys, so now we have covered all the digits from 0 to 9, and let me do some correction here. Not give it as symbol, instead we will do it, we will tell user to give any digit. So our colon is here, and now since we have a give this conditional expression, that is if the input is that is pro is our input. Okay, right? Okay, then if pro, that is our input, is greater than or equal to 0, and uh, less than equals to 9, then this must be done, that is this must be done. After colon, the statements must be done, which, and I'm gonna write that statement. Then print um, you entered a digit. Okay guys, I have to close it in inverted comma, and then I have to close it. So here it is. Now we have did it. Okay guys, so let's do it. Control A plus S. I'm gonna save it, and then I will run it, so that you will get an idea how if statement works. So let's give it if statement file. Okay guys, I have given it a name, if statement file. So let's run it. Remember guys, this if statement is most most important thing in the Python language, because the whole language is based on it only. I mean, not the whole language is based on it, but most of the work that you will do is based on it. I have restarted this program because the connection was interrupted with ideally. I'm gonna do it again. I don't know what's happening with it. Okay, not responding. My file is not responding. um I think I have to clean my system. It is working slow. Oh, what's happening? Sorry guys for this inconvenience. I don't know what's the problem with this. Guys, I have sorted out the problem. Now let's run it again. Control A, select all, and then F5. Okay, here it is. Now our program is running. Now as I have asked users for a variable, here pro is equals to raw input, raw underscore input, enter any digit. Now I'm gonna enter input. Let's write 3 and see what happens. Yes, you entered a digit, right? Now as you can see, our program is working correctly. As I have given this conditional expression that if pro is greater than equal to 0 and pro less than equal to 9, and remember that these are not actually digits, these are actually strings, and if you try to divide them or multiply them or add them or subtract them, it won't work. You have to write int in order to use mathematical operation, because then only it will understand that the given input is a digit, not a string. Okay guys, but this time I'm not using it, so I will just backspace it. Now as we have seen that our program is correctly working, let's do some more examples. Okay guys, control A, backspace. I have did it. Okay guys, so let's do some more examples. Let's give a variable a is equals to input. No, not this time. Let's use int. So int, then raw underscore input, then let's say enter a number, then colon. Look guys, colon here is not compulsory, but it's it's my what we used to say habit. It's become my habit, that's why I'm doing this. So colon is not important here. Okay guys, so I have closed it and then I'm again closing it so that int function will also be done. And now let's assign another variable b is equals to int, then raw input, input, then enter number, what, okay, number, and then imposing it, and then let's start our if statement. Now if a is let's say greater than, let's say greater than 10, and b is less than 15, 15, and then let's assign a value c. C is equals to a minus b, and multiplied by a plus b, right? A plus b must be in parentheses, both of them, and then we should print the result of c, right? Then print result of C, no, next is result is, okay guys, that will be more good. Then C. Now we have created, I think there is still something missing, right? mm, yeah, I got it. Let's print also uh, print your your program is over. Finished. Okay guys, so let's start it. Control AS and then refresh. So here is our first input. I'm gonna write 11, and then I'm gonna write 14. Yes, here is it. Your result is -75. Your program is finished. So let's see what happened here. Okay, here we have given two inputs for user, A and B, and the first one is this 11, the second one is 14. Now we have given the if statement that if A, that is first one input, is greater than 10, and B, that is second one input, is less than 15, then C, that is equal to A minus B into A plus B, uh, will be the result. And here A minus B is 11 minus 14, and A plus B is 11 plus 14. So the result will be -75. Okay guys, and then we have also given uh, instruction that print result of is. Then it also print that thing also, result of is. Okay. Language problem. English problem. Okay guys, then the answer, and then our last uh, command, that is print your program is finished. So it's a successful program. Okay guys, I think um, for this time point of time it is enough for you all to understand if statement. And you know what guys, there is a lot of scope for the if statement. I mean, you will get to know so many things about if statement in my other playlist and videos, but as a basic information, I think if this much is enough for you all to get a start actually about for if statement. And in my other videos like gaming and pygame videos, I have described if statement in detail, and I will try to um, upload this playlist as much fast as I can, as soon as possible. So till then, stay tuned, and if you have any questions and if you have any suggestions, then please give me in comments. And I know that basics are really, 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 really worse. And if you are a person like me, then I know that how much you can hate basics. I mean, when I started Python, I thought that what kind of language it is. We can't do anything with this, and I hated a lot. But when I started Pygame, from then onwards, I start loving Python because it is easy, and we can do much more great things than this. So I know that basics are boring, but you have to learn them in order to uh, make great things and make your own games and applications and programs. So if you have any questions and if you have any suggestions for me related to my video or my um, content in the video, then please write them in the comment, and I will definitely reply you. um, till then, stay tuned, and have a happy life. Goodbye. Don't forget to subscribe. And in my next video, I will tell you about else statement. Okay? So now, good night.